Yep, I think while Arushi pulls up a screen, a quick introduction to everybody here of Arushi. Arushi has been leading influencer.in for the last 4 years, and we've been doing some great work in terms of building the product out for influencer.in and sort of bringing the creator sort of ecosystem to brands at large. Overall, Arushi comes with a lot of experience in the corporate world, and she's also an London Business School graduate. So over to you, Arushi, to take us through what we have on influencer.in.
Thanks again. Good evening, everyone. I'm really excited to be here and going to be showing you some of the interesting influencer marketing case studies that we have in the D2C space. Just to give a brief about us, we are one of India's fastest growing product and platform, working with almost 70,000 creators and some of the biggest brands, from Flipkart to Tata Click, Snapdeal, Dabur. We are a 50-member team which helps bring some of these campaigns to life. And I'll quickly dive into some of these case studies. I think the first case study that I have here is for a leading D2C brand, Wonder Chef. We did something very interesting to help them stand in the market, right? And we designed a campaign to talk about gender diversity, where we plugged in a different array of products, be it their pans or a different array that they have, and quickly and showcase as to how even the men can help in the kitchen. And I'll quickly show this video for everyone in the room to get better context, and then dive a little further in that.
Do you think India is gender equal?
Yes.
Why not? Both are equal, men and women.
Yeah, it's definitely a gender equality country.
No, there's no. 1 minute. Yeah, 1 minute. 1 minute.
Sorry.
What I do is I sit in women's seat and don't get up to make it seem equal society.
I'm going to show you some very basic things from the kitchen, yes, and you have to tell me if you know these things or not.
Let me see. I mean, it's called Hindi dal.
Hindi dal?
I don't know.
Tur dal.
These are the dal. Of course, different.
How good are you at breaking an egg and putting it in the pan without spoiling the yolk?
See.
Trying to make it like this.
I pledge to make India gender equal.
More gender equal in our country. Yes.
Yeah, so like you can see, we got the gender, the gap filled by kind of leveraging male influencers to kind of go cook a meal. It could be any of their loved one, it could be their grandmom, it could be their wife, it could be their mom, and actually making a recipe for them and using Wonder Chef appliances. So softly integrated the product, and the content was very relatable because most men obviously don't know what's happens in the kitchen in a country like India. And got us great traction and even drove some sales for the brand, the category. We could go to the next.
Do you think
So for Tata Click, we've done, we've been working for the last 1 year. We've done multiple campaigns over the years where we have helped grow their community on Instagram. And this one is an interesting campaign that we did where Tata Click actually wanted to position themselves and stand out as a gifting platform during the festive period. We came up with a gamifying concept of Show Them, You Know Them challenge, where we created excitement by collaborating with celebrities pairs that took up the challenge. And So we had Neena Gupta, Masaba Gupta actually kind of quizzing each other and taking up a challenge as to what are their likes and how can they kind of what should they be able to kind of gift each other this season. Should I?
There's that girl now, you say, who looks like you. Rihanna? Oh my god!
Hi, I'm Masaba Gupta.
Hello, I'm Neena Gupta.
And we're taking on the Show Them, You
Know Them challenge by Tata Click.
So I'm going to prove to everyone that I know you all too well and I'm going to win.
Okay. Just don't fly so high, we haven't even begun. So we have prepared questions to ask each other and the judge will be the person who is asking.
Okay, so if you were to press play on my music player right now, what's the first song you hear?
There's that girl now, you say, who looks like you. Yogi. One second. Rihanna?
Yeah?
Yeah?
That's true.
See?
You got it right.
I got it right. What instantly puts a smile on my face? Don't smile yourself, tell me.
Vada pav? It's true, I mean there is...
But it's very bad to tell people it's vada pav.
I mean it's a cross between like a vada pav and...
Getting good roll now, baby. Getting a meaty roll.
Getting a meaty roll.
Which movie do you think I can watch many times?
Oh, this is tough because you like old movies, no?
You're going the right way. Yes, I do like the old movies.
Like old Hindi movies.
Yes.
Guide.
That you must have heard me saying many a times.
I said in some interview. I think the audience. Yes. So so we actually use celebrity couples. This was Neena Gupta and Masaba Gupta, like you can see, and we got the likes of Riya Kapoor and Harshvardhan Kapoor on the top funnel. And then we got 100 micro influencers actually to kind of take up the challenge and give something exciting to their loved ones and get to know them better. Again, I think a lot of content got created through this, and we were able to drive sales in the festive season for Tata Click. So this is a case study for a leading men's D2C brand, Beardo. So they came to us and they wanted to kind of create a buzz about a new product, no wash face wash, right? You don't need to wash your face to use this product. And so this is a new product they were launching, and they wanted to actually work with alpha male influencers who actually resonate with the brand and choose 12 different categories, right? Could be a biker, could be a travel influencer, it could be a chef. And so we kind of identified 12 very different influencers who kind of showcase the product and softly in the Instagram reel that they all create. This is a reel first campaign, and as you all know, today Instagram reels are very popular on Instagram as a channel. So quickly kind of show you one example. This is of a biker who integrated this product. So again, like this was concept obviously very unique to the biker, because when they are obviously going out, they kind of sweat. So how can they use this face wash and look fresh? And similarly, we did a unique concept for all the 13 different categories. And I think they got great traction, and eventually also ended up promoting some of the products and got sales again on their website. I think so. These are the 3 short case studies that I had from the D2C segment.
Yeah, really exciting to see the work, Arushi. I think it's been really exciting for us to also partner with a lot of the brands and see how we're able to add value with our creators to them. Just to sort of understand, I think a lot of D2C brands today speak of influencers and creators from a very brand-driven point of view, and they not a lot of them leverage them in terms of performance and driving and sort of bottom line sales. How are we trying to change that? And if you could just throw some light on what are the advancements on that front?
So I think, today I think it's more about what is the ROI, right, from the influencer marketing campaign. audience, right? What do you get out of it? Because today there's so many creators out there, right? And there are more and more who be adding on to the ecosystem, and there are more platforms. Obviously, there's your Instagram, there's YouTube, there are also the shorter platforms. So we actually have a product. I think it's an end-to-end. We have a dashboard where brands can actually track the performances of the influencers across the funnel, right? So it could be the bottom funnel, the kind of reach, the impressions, the engagement, and at the end, we have also managed to kind of now link it through to get conversions. So you're able to actually link your Google Analytics account with our product dashboard and even track conversions, right? So if you work with 50 influencers for a particular campaign, then who is that performing better, right? And who's not performing and not giving the sales? And this is obviously, I feel, better than traditional marketing as well, because here the influencer is obviously creating that asset for you, which if you would be creating a video on your own or a reel will come at a price point higher. Plus he or she is also be able to drive sales. So it's any day 45% cheaper. And I think we are obviously pushing more brands in our ecosystem to kind of test this out and use influencers because to kind of drive those conversions.
Absolutely makes sense. We've seen influencers being able to drive a lot of incremental sales. I think while a lot of brands are doing the traditional sales channels and sort of leveraging them enough, I think influencer is an up and coming sales channel, while it has been for the longest time for a lot of brands. In terms of, I think, penetrating deeper into the tier 2, tier 3 markets as well, Arushi, if you want to throw some light on how influencers help with that, vernacular content and sort of, helping relate to those audiences as well.
Yeah, so I think, vernacular content, obviously in the last 4-5 years, I think we all know in this room that, it's surpassed, right? Like there's so many more and more influencers. I think YouTube shared that data that are only in regional languages that they're growing, right? So, and they're big, there are these, obviously there was TikTok earlier, but all these TikTok stars have now moved to all the relatively smaller platforms and also in Instagram movies, right? So I think it's definitely something that all brands should be leveraging. If your audience is the Bharat audience, right, then vernacular is the way. And we've done some work for Snapdeal in that, where the festive season, their audience is a Bharat audience, right? Because you can buy something for 300 rupees from them to even like a 500 rupees sari, and it is for someone sitting in tier 2, tier 4 as well. So we use vernacular influencers who are popular in each of these regions, and then we amplified it and kind of drove sales for the brand. So I think, but it's obviously persistent to brand, yes, but I think vernacular is the way if your audience are sitting in those cities.
Oh, great to hear. I think super excited to see how the creator ecosystem builds as well as we move ahead, with social commerce coming in and live commerce. I think creators are going to play a huge role in D2C, and we really thank you for joining us today, Arushi, and sharing your insights with us on the creator ecosystem. I think before we end, if you'd like to share one key takeaway with us in terms of how influencers, how you see influencers impacting the D2C brands, that will help.
Yeah, I think one key takeaway is I think more and more content needs to be created by all the D2C brands, right? Because this market is getting really crowded. So I think I was talking to another brand the other day, and I think a lot of more videos, right? A lot more content to kind of be it for the upper funnel, be it for the middle funnel or the end, to kind of work with those influencers. And obviously, it doesn't mean that you do 10 influencers in a month and it's done. It has to be an ongoing activity, which is always on, where you're leveraging multiple influencers and using data, like using our tool or our product or any other tool, kind of using that to kind of go back and work with more of those creators and drive those acquisitions. It could be for the end funnel, it could be for the bottom funnel, and work with more of those creators. And I think that's an influencer. I think today is definitely, I think most brands want to leverage it and have separate budgets for it. Like yes, I think it's only going to go crazier.
Absolutely, we're equally excited to see how influencers and the creator economy overall helps D2C brands scale and what. And Arushi, thanks a lot.